I'm doing this on a short matter before I don't know anymore. This is the story of Happy Ann. Happy Ann. Remember that name. It was New Orleans around the 1950s, and young Hope sat at the window, her eyes looking down at the array of colors and dance meant that everyone out there was having fun. She sighed. She couldn't go out. Her family didn't have the money to. She would stick out. Before she knew what was happening, her mother tapped her shoulder. "Yes, Mother?" she said, turning her head to look at her tall mother. Her mother pulled out a dress, a little red one, a cherry red mask, and some nice shoes. "I found them in my closet from when I was your age," her mother smiled. Hope hugged her mother tightly. "Thank you, Mom." Hope didn't have much. She didn't have the toys other little girls would have. She didn't have friends. She was different than everyone else, in a way. Hope ran outside excitedly. Her mother and father would come behind in colorful masks. She looked around. One of the tall stilt-walker men walked to her and bent down to hand her a rose. She smiled and giggled, and the stilt-walker walked away happily. Her mother smiled down at her and took the rose. "Oh, that's for you, sweetie." Her mother and father looked at each other, and they handed her a $2 bill. $2. "Go to the little toy shop down the alley and get you something nice." They smiled, and the little girl smiled and ran down the alleyway excitedly to the small shop, old toy shop. Inside were shelves of Jack-in-the-Boxes. There was always, though, that one toy of every array that got left behind. There was the one of the Jack-in-the-Boxes, the teddy bears, the dolls, anything. But something caught Hope's eye in the doll section. A little doll, two of them actually. One with a nice blue dress and a white little apron. It had blonde pigtails and nice blue buttons for eyes. She had nice little shoes like Hope's, and she smiled at Hope before Hope could reach for it. Another little girl ran by grabbing the doll and ran to the shelf and ran out, sticking her tongue